So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save you some big money on an air conditioning repair for a Jeep JK. That would be from a 2007 to a 2011. Any Jeep JK that has the 3.8 liter engine. So all you need is a couple of zip ties and an old piece of heater hose. So this is a very cheap repair. It's free, preferably not pink, but that's all I have. And to me, it's a faulty design. Okay, well, I just got home and I heard this, and this air conditioning line has a leak in it. That's crazy. See what happened. It rubbed right here. On this power steering line. That's a crappy design. As you can see, right there, just wore through. So when I put the new one on, I'm going to put a some type of hose protector around that to keep that from happening again. But this is you would think the engineers would have seen this. So what you're going to need for this repair, if you're catching it before it wears all the way through, you're just going to need some 3/4 inch heater hose, a box cutter, and 2 zip ties. But if you're like me and you waited too late, you're going to need that, plus you're going to need a 13mm socket, a 14mm wrench or ratchet, and a long extension, and of course the replacement hose. This hose came from AutoZone, but you can get one from the dealer if you want to pay that much money. And we're going to fix that or prevent it from happening again. All right, so to get it off, it's pretty simple. You've got one little bolt back here on the air conditioner compressor, and then you've got one bolt up here by the condenser radiator. Also, never release the refrigerant into the air. That's illegal. All right. And the next one is right there on top of the air compressor. And by the way, all you need to do this is a 13mm socket, a long extension. This extension is quite long, and a ratchet. All right, once you took the nuts off, you just pull till this thing comes off. Oh, there we go. And don't lose this little gasket. There's also this, I guess it's a low pressure switch maybe, that's on this line. So we've got to take that off. The way to do that is you squeeze and it should pop right up. Or you don't squeeze, you lift up on this little tab and it'll pop up just like that. Oops. Okay. So this is the new one, 4 Seasons 56,449. As you can see, it comes with the little gasket and a new O-ring on both ends. So it looks like we will not need this, but I will have to take this pressure switch off and put it on the new one. So the pressure switch is a 14mm, and it basically just unscrews. Very simple. Just like that. Be aware of the small seal that's on those threads. This new one comes with this protective cap, and as you can see, it's got another new little O-ring. So you just take the pressure switch and thread it back a little overhand tight, not much. Okay, so you see I put a little piece of paper towel in there while I clean around it, because you do not want any dirt to fall in your air conditioner compressor. That would be bad. So you want to clean around these mating surfaces here. And then you've got to clean out. This one's not is easy to fall stuff into because of the way it's, you know, on the side. So then I want to clean the mating surfaces on here, because you don't want to leak. That'll leak your Freon out. And again, this repair is if you have the 3.8 liter engine in your JK. Okay, as I pointed out earlier, you can see this is where it just vibrated through over the years. This Jeep only has a little over 60,000 miles. It is a 2010 model, so you see 65,000 miles. So if you've got a JK with around those mileage or more, you better check this. So what I've done, I've used the box cutter and I've split this heater hose in half, and I'm going to put it right over here to protect it. This is a 3/4 inch heater hose. So there you go. That's the finished product. It'll wear through that heater hose way before it'll wear through the actual hose. Now you can take the hose and bend it out of the way, but it gets pretty stiff when it's under there. So I think this is a better solution. So the installation is reversed. Just make sure that the part with the switch goes toward the rear of the vehicle down there to the compressor. I hope I caught you before you have to do this, because you don't want to take your existing line off with it being fully pressurized. You'll release all of your refrigerant into the atmosphere, and that's a big no-no. So you will probably have to do this with this on the vehicle, which is, I'm hoping I catch you with this on the vehicle, because therefore it'll save you a lot of money. All right, let me just put another one and call it a day. Now I don't have the force flex for this, so I'm just doing a little bit over. Probably just about half a turn out for the seats. Don't forget to hook up your pressure switch. Just push it down till it clicks, like that. Okay, there's the finished product. As you can see, the culprit is this metal compression fitting right here. Okay, so this fitting right here rubs up against your hose, and right now it's going to rub up against the heater hose. So hopefully you're not like me and waited too late. I didn't know there was any problem. I never really looked at it or noticed it, but when I got home from my last trip, I heard psst, and that's what I found. So this is clearly an engineering screw up. So if you've got an 07 through 11 Jeep JK with a 3.8 liter motor, you might want to check that out. Get you a piece of little heater hose, clamp it down, might cost you 50 cents, save you a lot of money. So now I need to go get this thing charged up and get cool again. All right, have a great evening.